So what is the purpose of this video? I aim to give you an overall view or an overview of the process of revision. There are many videos out there talking about revision, some by top rankers, some by mid rankers, some by your faculty, some by coaching institutes. All these with a good intention, but then it creates a fair amount of confusion also, I felt. And you kind of get anxious during your first reading, feeling, when will I start revising, when will I start revising. And of course, to dispel a few myths about revision, saying this amount of revision, you have to finish 3 or 4 revisions, you have to start your revision by this date, these kind of things, which all again adds to a fair bit of anxiety. And so that at the end of this video, I can help you to build some confidence so that you don't feel kind of totally lost. And just like all of my other videos, basically to help you in the right direction. Hello guys, my name is Dr. Ram Gopal. I'm a full-time ophthalmologist and author of Sure Success Magic, the lifesaver book for NEET PG, FMGE and INICET exam. This video is equally applicable to each and every one of you. You might be reading for NEET PG exam, it might be for the FMGE exam, or it might be for the INICET exam. So what I'm about to say over here is holds good for all these exams. So what is revision? According to me, anything that you read after your first reading is revision. Rather than calling it reading, let me call it studying. It is not like reading a novel, mystery novel or romance novel. Rather, it is more of studying. I mean, you don't study a Harry Potter book. Rather, you read it, but you actually study your subjects. So let me give you an example of any topic, say antepartum hemorrhage in OBG, or it could be otosclerosis in ENT, or it could be anti-glaucoma drugs in ophthal, or it could be breast cancer in surgery, any of these things. So you take about say 8 to 10 minutes to read the topic once, yes? Then you don't just go on to the next topic, do you? Rather, you go through the topic once again immediately. So just like I have given in my book in bold and italics, I'm sure all of your notes will have this stuff already printed with bold and italics or in different colors. So during your first read or first study, you would have already underlined these or highlighted these or marked these particular keywords in that particular topic. So if you take 8 or 10 minutes to read that topic first time, next immediately you'll see the topic once again and probably finish the same topic in 4 to 5 minutes. So your revision has already started. You already revised the topic once. But then this is more of the first reading or studying is more of a passive process. What do we mean by this? It is just that you are reading, you are rereading it once again. You are just trying to recollect in your mind and reread. So revision is more of an active process. Although here I said your revision is started, there are various other methods which you are doing already, doing your first reading itself, which amounts to revision. Let us see what are these. Your revision already started the day you started rewatching the video at 1.25 or 1.5x, yes? Or when you just finished one topic and you started rereading or studying the topic once again, looking at the underlined or highlighted matter, yes, your revision has already started. But like I said, that is more of a passive process. So then what do I call this as continuous ongoing active revision? This is a term which I just coined just now. You could call it anything you want, but what I want you to know is you guys are already doing this. So you finished a topic, same example, breast cancer, or you finished antepartum hemorrhage. Then what do? You pick up the question bank and you start solving the questions related to that topic. So that is revision already happening. Na? So you're reading the question, you're reading the options and trying to find the correct answer by recalling, by remembering what you have studied. Then you're in fact reading the explanation below it, which is again revision happening about that particular topic. Now, some of you may be using subject-wise tests or custom modules for a particular subject. Again, revision is happening over there. So you don't have to wait till the subject gets over. You can use the tags for the particular topic if that is available and do your revision over there. When you're doing your PYQs or GTs over here, even then revision is happening. So you read a particular question, again read the options below it and read the explanation. Revision is happening for that particular topic. More importantly, whatever source you're reading, even if you're reading my book, I have made a separate video about annotating my book. People who are using BTR have told you how to annotate BTR and make it double or triple the size of what it is, or your RR, how to annotate RR information into something else or other information into RR. Annotation is an integral part of your study because no source is 100% complete, and it will not be also. I can always think of 10% extra stuff which is not given in any of your notes and ask that in the exam. So whenever you're using, or rather whenever you're annotating your notes, that is a revision happening once again. So all these things are actually the active process of revision which you guys are already doing. You don't have to wait till you finish that particular subject. You don't have to finish obstetrics and then start revision of obstetrics. You're already doing, you have started it. Of course, you are going to do it at the end of obstetrics. That is very good, definitely. Hats off to you. But then you've already started. It's almost like it is your second and third revision if you're doing it at the end of the subject, or at the end of maybe totally at the end of your first reading. Then there are most faculty put up these what we call as LRR, last resort revision, or marathon videos by some coaching institutes, quick revision programs, and there are what we call as these chanting videos. So if you are a NEET PG aspirant and you don't know what these chanting videos are, there are some doctors, or in fact one doctor who puts out this 2 to 3 hours of continuous high yield topics, and he calls these chanting videos. But all of them serve the same purpose. In those 2 to 3 hours, you have to concentrate, and there will be a rapid revision happening of sometimes the most high yield topics of the entire subject. You don't need a PDF of that 2 or 3 hours, as I've already told you before in another video. You don't need a PDF of that. If you're concentrated and watched it, whatever he or she has told you is already there in your notes. You have already underlined and marked these in your notes. It is there. Only thing is they are putting it in a short capsule and giving you and making it a rapid revision for you. So all these are the sources of revision which are already happening. So then why do some people say, you have to start revision from this date? You have to do at least 3 or 4 revisions. Let us look at that. So coming to busting the myths of revision, yes, revision after first reading only. This is something which I've already told you, and this is something which is not true. You're already doing it at the end of the chapter, at the end of a topic, at the end of a segment. By segment, I mean maybe upper limb fractures, you finished, you revise that, or you finished connective tissue diseases and you revise that, so you're already doing it. But yes, at the final end of your first reading, you will be revising it again. I'll come to that. Now, coming to the second point over here, at least 3 to 4 revisions. Now, I don't totally agree with this. If your first reading is good enough or solid, if you have annotated your stuff along with solving MCQs, PYQs, or your GTs, Q banks, your revision is already going on and you have reinforced the information sufficiently enough, maybe you will have time enough left for only one more revision. If your reading was very superficial initially, yes, you might need 2 revisions, 3 revisions, 4 revisions, or even 5 revisions may not be sufficient. So it totally depends upon you. There is no one size fits all when it comes to any of these exams or preparing for any of these exams. So my approach may be different compared to yours. But the idea of revision is to reinforce the information in your mind. You should be able to remember and recall at the required time. So how many revisions do you need? You decide depending on your preparation. And point number 3, start revision from this date. Exam is on June 15th, start revising from April 15th. Or exam is on Jan 12th, start revising from December 12th. So this is something which you have to decide, not somebody like me who's making a video will tell you, or yeah, you are following certain timetables. Yes, maybe your coaching has given you, your faculty has given you. If that works for you, fine. Yes, go ahead. But when and how many days do you need for revision is something which you have to decide. Again, as I said, based on your preparation. And some people talk about skimming through pages. This is something which I have kind of never understood. They say you finish the entire orthopedics in 2 hours. Oh my God, how do you do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To turn over the pages only, you will need about 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, finish entire orthopedics in a day, I understand. Or in at least 6 hours, I understand. In 2 hours, you finish. Or in 1 hour, you finish. No, that doesn't generally happen. Okay. Even when you are revising what stuff you already read, well, it takes certain amount of time. So don't be too harsh on yourself just because somebody told you, skim through the pages. Don't try to just flip the pages and say I'm done. So you won't be true to yourself if you're trying to do that. So I hope I kind of got my thoughts across to you in a systematic manner. Hope this helps you to simplify the process of revision. Like I said, revision is all about reinforcing the matter in your mind. You should be able to remember and recall when it's necessary. And solving PYQs, Q banks, GTs, MCQs, whatever you call them, it helps you to apply that information when needed the most. And that is obviously in your exams. So, hope this can help you in the right direction, guys. Study well, all the best, be kind to yourself, and take care of yourself. If you have any other questions or comments, I'm there on Instagram, Telegram, and Facebook also. And of course, you could always feel free to comment below. All the best.